When placing the Infrascanner in the cradle to be recharged, simply insert the Infrascanner vertically and then lean backwards, making sure to line up the spring-loaded cradle pins. To remove the Infrascanner from the cradle, simply tilt the Infrascanner forward and lift up vertically. The Infrascanner will run for 90 minutes, taking approximately 15 scans when running on the rechargeable battery pack. It takes approximately 6 hours to fully recharge the battery. When AA batteries are used, the Infrascanner will run for 120 minutes, taking approximately 20 scans. The near-infrared light comes through the diode laser here and reflects back to the silicon detector located here. There are 2 measurement buttons located on the back of the Infrascanner. Either measurement button can be used. When taking a scan, remember to press and immediately release the measurement button. To power the Infrascanner on, you must install a fiber optic disposable shield. Simply fit the straight edge groove on the shield in the cutout ledge on the front of the scanner and snap the shield in on the back side. The fiber optic shield turns the Infrascanner on, and removing the shield turns the Infrascanner off. If the shield is left on the Infrascanner and the scanner is not in use, it will start beeping after 8 minutes to alert the user that the Infrascanner is on and the batteries are being worn down. The top left-right arrow keys navigate you through the Infrascanner screen menus. The center round green button is used to select or execute a task. The 2 up-down bottom arrow keys are used to edit a task, for example when navigating back to a measurement point to rescan, or when navigating through the scans to select the desired measurement number in the archive screen. When you power the Infrascanner on, the first screen you will see is the home screen. The battery indicator icon is in the top right. In the middle of the screen you will see a diagram to explain the keypad usage, and in the bottom of the screen you will see Measure, Archive, and Settings screen choices. By using the left-right arrows to navigate to the Settings screen and selecting it with the center round green button, 3 options will appear: date and time, brightness, and battery. Again, use the left-right arrow keys to scroll to the desired screen. The battery screen will give you the most accurate battery status. The brightness screen is essentially a military application, allowing you to select night or day by using the up-down arrow keys to select. The date and time screen gives you the year, month, and day, along with the hour and minute. When AA batteries are being used and are taken out, the Infrascanner shuts down completely. If the batteries are not replaced right away, the user will have to adjust the time and possibly the date here. The technical button on the lower right is for technician use only. The archive screen is where the measurements are stored. By selecting View and using the up-down arrow keys to select the scan to be reviewed, the scan measurement will be the number followed by the year, month, day, hour, minute, and second. When the measurement number is selected, the head diagram, along with the relative optical density number at each measurement point, can be reviewed. The measurement screen will show the top of the head. Notice the ears and nose helping you with the left-right pattern sequence. Again, the battery indicator is on the top right. Under the Infrascanner logo in the upper right is the measurement number. Look for coupled mode and OK waiting probe, telling you the Infrascanner is ready to scan. If you see communications error instead, simply take off the fiber optic shield and put it back on to restart the Infrascanner. If no message is showing here, contact the manufacturer for assistance. The locate selection in the bottom right of the screen is for use by those who are in the field or in a remote location. If a hematoma is detected, the locate screen will enable the user to take extra measurements to pinpoint the location of the hematoma and allow for emergency procedures. When taking a measurement of the patient, the blue square tells you where the next scan should be taken, and the black dot indicates where the measurement is done. When both sides of one measurement location have been completed, a green circle for a negative or a red circle for a positive reading will show. The numbers below the F, T, P, and O on the head diagram show you the relative optical density difference between the left and right sides. Anything over 0.20 will show a positive or red reading. The rings seen here in the red circle are added to help colorblind users read the measurements correctly. Anything 0.20 and below will show a negative or green reading. This number was based on a pilot study of TBI patients and healthy volunteers. This threshold was determined to maximize sensitivity and specificity. The near-infrared signal decreases over approximately 72 hours because of the natural breakdown of hemoglobin into methemoglobin. Therefore, the Infrascanner will not detect a chronic hematoma. Let's go over the measurement points one more time. The frontal measurement is above the pupil, just under the hairline, with the center probe lining up with the pupil. The temporal measurement is in the temporal fossa, in the front of the top of the ear. The parietal measurement is above the ear, midline between the ear and midline of the skull, and the occipital measurement is on the back of the head, midway between the top of the ear and occipital protuberance, 2 to 3 centimeters above the top of the ear. Now we'll review the operating procedure. First, make sure your system is charged. If you are getting multiple error codes, put a fresh set of AA batteries in or recharge your system. Install a fiber optic shield and wait approximately 15 seconds for the Infrascanner to power on. Press the center round green button to select measure. Take note of the scan number for the patient's chart, and then press the center round green button again to select next. The head diagram appears and you are ready to scan. Starting at the left frontal, push one of the 2 measurement buttons and immediately release. Be cautious here not to let up on one side, leaving only one probe on your patient's head after releasing the measurement button. You will hear a beep and the screen will go dark. When you hear a second beep or see the screen flash back on, the scan is complete. If you are in an area where you cannot hear the beep and you cannot see the screen flash, simply count to 10 for the first measurement and count to 6 for the second measurement. A double beep or an elongated beep at the end of the scan indicates an error. If you hear this, check the screen and follow the error code. Press the center round green button to rescan. Now we will review the error codes. High signal. Too much ambient light. Shield the light guide with the hand and repeat measurement. Low signal. Hair may be trapped under the fiber optic tips. Comb or wiggle the tips to get better contact with the scalp and rescan. Repeat measurement. Light on one side of the head may be brighter than the other. Shield the top of the Infrascanner and repeat measurement. Saturated, start in reverse order. The Infrascanner is potentially detecting a hematoma, and this is the only time you will start on the right side. Follow the directions and rescan. Timeout. The Infrascanner needs more time to analyze. Move a couple of millimeters over and rescan. Be sure to use symmetrical placement on both sides. Unstable signal. Variations were detected indicating an unsteady reading. Be cautious to use equal pressure so that both prongs are placed on the head and hold your hand steady. Low battery. Time to replace the AA batteries or recharge the battery pack. Some of the most common mistakes that can cause an error code are low batteries, non-uniform pressure, non-symmetrical location for readings, hair under the fiber optic tips, too much overhead light, or hair gel and hair weaves. Remember, if you get a positive or red reading, rescan up to 2 additional times to verify. You're now ready for your hands-on training.